If you've ever felt your mind drifting off in the middle of your LSAT studying, or if you keep checking your phone instead of finishing a set of questions, you're not alone, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about how to harness your distractions to help you reach that 170 plus LSAT score. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now, most people believe distractions are nothing but obstacles, but you've got to consider that your mind is constantly seeking stimuli. When you try to force it to concentrate for hours without breaks or variety, it naturally rebels. And that rebellion shows up as checking social media, browsing random websites, or daydreaming. So don't fight your brain's need for stimulation. Instead, plan for it. When you structure your LSAT study time in a way that allows for short, intentional breaks, you actually reduce the likelihood of drifting off in the middle of a challenging question. For example, one of my students who felt perpetually distracted started scheduling breaks every 25 minutes. She then found that her mind actually wandered less because it then knew a break was always around the corner. So notice how often you mindlessly pick up your phone or zone out. Jot that down over the course of a single day, because awareness alone can help to spark meaningful change. Now let's turn the spotlight on the 3 pillars of turning distractions into an asset. The first is micro goals. Instead of saying broadly, I must study for 4 hours, break it down to something like, I'll finish 5 logical reasoning questions, review them thoroughly, then take a break. By focusing on small, clear tasks, you give your mind tangible targets to hit. This works because it gives you a quick win, and then your mind feels rewarded. That reduces your urge to seek alternative distractions. You can also incorporate strategic breaks using that 25-5 technique, sometimes called the Pomodoro approach. This means you're getting a break every 25 minutes. Then, during your 5-minute break, you can do something completely different, like grab water, stretch, or step outside, weather permitting. And the reason this works is because if you know there's a break coming up, it's going to keep you more engaged during your periods of focus. You also need to optimize your environment. Study in a clutter-free zone. And if you can't get quiet at home, try a library or a cafe instead. If you gotta study at home, try to tell your roommates or family, I need just 25 minutes of quiet, then I'll be free to chat or help with errands for a few. The reason this works is that you gotta have boundaries, physical boundaries, social boundaries. They protect your mental energy. Now, I wanted to pause for a moment and let you know that if you'd like help streamlining your study process and tackling your unique challenges, at LSAT Unplugged, we offer private one-on-one coaching. We help you structure your prep effectively. And so if you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, we're here to help you on your journey to scoring a 170 plus. If you'd like to find out more, you could check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about LSAT prep is that more is always better. More hours, more questions, more tests. But the truth is that depth beats breadth every single time. Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. So when you're rushing through 30, 40 questions without proper review, you might be missing out on the real lessons that each question offers. So instead, do fewer questions, but spend quality time analyzing why each choice is correct or incorrect. Then engage in a detailed review process like the Socratic review method. Ask why for each question you miss to pinpoint exactly why you got it wrong. Was it a reading error? Or maybe you jumped to conclusions. And if you notice recurring mistakes, like misunderstanding certain phrasing, you can then fix them more quickly. In reading comp, you want to slow down and annotate key ideas, look for the main point, the author's opinion, and any shifts in tone. If you take a careful, methodical approach, that's going to give you improved accuracy, which in turn is going to boost your overall score on the test. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, burnout. Studying for the LSAT can feel like a marathon, especially if you're aiming for 170 plus. You've got to schedule rest days into your study plan. Block off at least one day each week to rest and recharge. Use that time for your hobbies, relaxing, socializing, anything that fills your mental and emotional tank. And remember, you gotta have a positive mindset and take the long-term view. You are more than just your LSAT score. You are not defined by your LSAT performance, especially not your practice tests. You want to reduce the pressure on yourself, and that paradoxically can often improve your results. And remember that even if you got to postpone the LSAT or delay it, even if you're taking an extra month or an extra test date, it's worth it if you're going to end up with the score that you want. Try to build a daily relaxation habit, like just 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation or writing in a journal to keep your stress in check. This is going to help calm you down. It'll give you better sleep and sharper focus. Now, to maximize your score, you've got to track your progress. Many students overlook the power of tracking, but without a tracking system, you're flying blind. You want to track both your inputs and your outputs. Inputs are, for example, how many questions you completed, how many hours you studied, how many sections you reviewed. Your outputs are going to be your accuracy, which question types you're missing, or any shifts in your performance over time. And tracking helps you see patterns. If your accuracy in a particular area is dropping, you can then focus on that area, and seeing the big picture bird's eye view is going to give you a sense of momentum. You'll be able to watch your progress climb over the course of weeks and months, boosting up your motivation. One of my students was using a spreadsheet for this. Every day, they filled in how many questions they attempted, how many they got right, and how they felt that day, either tired, motivated, and so on. Over time, they spotted that when they were well rested and studied in the morning, of course, they performed better. As a result, they were able to shift their study time to focus exclusively in the morning. So now you have the framework. You've got to leverage your need for distractions. You're scheduling breaks regularly so your brain doesn't wander off unplanned. You're setting small micro goals, keeping tasks small to build up your momentum. You're engaging in deep review, using a process like the Socratic review method to focus on truly understanding your mistakes. You're preventing burnout by incorporating rest and maintaining perspective. And you're tracking everything because data is going to reveal your strengths, your weaknesses, and your progress. If you incorporate these strategies into your daily routine, you'll find you're not just getting through your study sessions, you're getting more out of them. And that's the difference between studying all day and effectively moving closer to a top LSAT score. Now, if you're looking for that 170 plus, at LSAT Unplugged, we offer personalized guidance, we keep you accountable, and we create for you a personalized day-by-day study plan that fits your schedule. If you'd like to find out more about how we can help you streamline your approach, overcome distractions, and reach that 170 plus, you could check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. Now remember, distractions are only a barrier if you let them be. Use breaks, set micro goals, and consistently review your progress to help you streamline your approach, overcome distractions, and reach that 170 plus. Anyway, folks, that's all for now. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.